is all about interpreting measures of position. So our learning objectives for tonight will be interpret the measures of position, calculate and interpret the specified measure of position of ungrouped data, calculate and interpret the specified measure of position of group data. So in this lesson, we don't dwell much sa calculations. Ang ato ang discuss is how to interpret. So I'm sure everybody is ready. So let's continue. So measures of position, we already discussed this and maybe ang uban ani nag-answer na sa quarter 4, module 1 and module 2, the quartile, the decile, and the percentile. So balikan lang natin, pag sinabing quartile, from 100%, it divides the distribution into 4 equal parts, while the decile, it divides the distribution into 10 equal parts. The percentile divides the distribution into 100 equal parts. So which are classified into 2. So ito na yung ungrouped data at saka group data. So yung ungrouped data nasa module 1 while yung group data nasa module 2. So ungrouped data, ito yung formula natin. So you might be confused bakit iba yung formula sa formula natin sa modules. Actually hindi talaga iba yan. It only differs lang sa I kasi yung ginagamit natin is K. So QK, yung K dyan pareho lang yan sa I na nandito. So ito yung formula ng quartile, ng decile, no, divide over 10, yung quartile over 4, while yung percentile naman over 100. So yung numerators the same pa rin. So take note, in using this formula we are actually ungrouped data getting okay. So ito yung sa ungrouped data sa pagkuha ng quartile, decile at sa percentile, while sa group data naman ito naman nasa module 2. So again, we are now sa module 3. So activity, before I proceed, maybe we can have just a short question and answer for fix one word, very familiar. What do you think would be the missing word? Anybody? Hello?
Sir, wala presenting, sir.
Ha?
Wala presenting.
Okay, that is measure. That's correct. Next. How about kani? Ano kaya?
Position po, sir.
Sige, try natin. Okay, that's correct. Position. Next.
Divide.
Divide. Try natin. Okay, that's correct. Next.
Equal.
Now, check natin. So, equal. So, yung kanina, ano yun? Measure, position, divide, equal. Okay. How about this?
Group, sir.
Ha?
Group.
Group. Pwede ba group? Pwede, no? What else?
Part.
Okay, try natin. Group ba or part? Okay, so parts. Pwede rin groups. Pero, mas accurate yung word na parts. Okay? So, if we're going to make that in a sentence, we can say measures of position, divide the set of data into equal parts. So, yan yung magiging lesson natin tonight. So, interprets measures of position. So, suppose, kita nyo man siguro itong nilagyan ng arrow, di ba? Okay, so, mga girls falling in line, siguro mag-flag ceremony. So, assuming na itong nakalagay na arrow, yung pangalan niya is Aya. So, Aya is the 4th tallest student in a group of 10. So, what interpretation can you give with the given situation? So, the possible answer that we have, if Aya is the 4th tallest student within the group, therefore, 6 of the students are shorter than her and 3 of the students are taller than her. Tama ba? Tama? May 6 daw na mas short pa sa kanya, while may 3 rin na mas matangkad pa sa kanya. Okay, so going back, if Aya is the 4th tallest student in the group of 10, if we're going to interpret it using measures of position, decile is more applicable to use since they are in a group of 10. Tama, no? Mas applicable yung decile. So we can say that Aya is the 4th decile. Bakit 4th decile of the group? With the previous lesson, how should the data be arranged? So una, the data should be arranged in ascending order. It means that you're going to arrange the data from the lowest score to the highest score. Okay, next. Aya is the 4th tallest student in the group of 10. If they will be arranged in ascending order, what will be the position of Aya? So, in position Aya, in ascending order, Aya will be the 6th student. No? Kung yung nasa leftmost is yung shortest, then yung nasa rightmost naman is the tallest. So, si Aya dyan is the 6th student. So, therefore, si Aya nasa 6th decile. So, measures of position give a range where a certain percentage of the data fall. So, for example, with Aya as the 6th decile of the group, and 60% of the values fall below D6, then the situation can be interpreted as 60% of the students are shorter than her. Take note na si Aya dyan is the 6th decile. Diba? Kung sa module 1 pa natin, pag 6 decile, 60% yan. Meaning 60% ng lahat ng data mas maliit pa sa kanya, less than or equal. While may 40% naman. So when Claire is the 8th tallest student, how can we interpret this? So Claire will be the 8th decile of the group. Kasi siya man yung ika-8 na pinakamatangkad. So 80% of the values fall below D8. Then 80% of the students are shorter than her. Kung may 18 na mas short pa sa kanya, so may 20% din na mas matangkad pa sa kanya or taller than her. So take note ha na 100% lahat yung ating data. Okay. So quartiles. So quartiles are values that divide a set of data into 4 equal parts. There are 3 quartiles denoted by Q1, Q2, and Q3. So, I guess nabasa niyo na to sa Module 1. So, interprets measures of position kung quartile, yung first quartile. So, yan yung 25% na mas maliit pa sa kanya, while 75% naman mas malaki pa sa kanya na mga values. Sometimes first quartile can be what we call this lower quartile. Yung second quartile naman, if you could, kung nakinig lang kayo kagabi, I have discussed this kagabi. Second quartile is also known as the median. So pag median nasa gitna, so it divides the distribution yung 100% into 50 into 2. 50% na mas maliit sa kanya, while 50% naman mas malaki pa sa kanya. While the third quartile, so nandun siya sa 75%. So 75% mas maliit pa sa kanya, or 25% naman, mas malaki pa sa kanya ng mga values. Okay, so yung decile naman, na-lesson ko ito kagabi. Deciles are values that divide a set of data into 10 equal parts. So there are 9 deciles, to be noted by D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7, D8, and D9. So ito na yung mga D1 hanggang D9. So pag sinabing D1, kaya by 10 kasi yung decile, D1 is 10%. In other words, 10% ng mga data mas maliit pa kay D1, while 90% naman ng mga values or data mas malaki pa kay D1. Same with D2. So pag sinabing D2, 20% mas maliit pa sa kanya, while 80% mas malaki pa sa kanya. So, and so on hanggang you reach D9, in which 90% ng mga values mas maliit pa kay D9, then 10% ng mga values mas malaki pa kay D9. So percentile naman divided by 100. So kanina quartiles divided by 4, kaya nga 25, 50, 75. Yung decile naman is divided by 10, kaya nga 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90%. Yan. Sa percentiles naman, divided by 100. So, in other words, meron tayong P1, 1% yan. P2, 2%. P3, 3%. P4, 4% until we reach P9, 99%. So, kung ano yung nasa left, for example, if you reach P4, yung nasa left ng P4 is 4%. So, mas maliit pa ng 4% sa P4, while 96% naman yung mas malaki pa sa P4. So, that is how we interpret hanggang P99. So, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina. Pwede, class, pwede kayong mag-screenshot ha, para at least hindi na kayo mag-take down notes. Okay. So, ito na yung drawing natin kanina. When 100% or the total distribution is divided by 4, so 25, 25, 25, 25 yan. So, yung Q1 dyan is yung 25%, Q2 naman 50%, yung nasa left, yung nasa right naman is 50. While Q3 naman 75%, yung nasa left, yung nasa right is 25%. While sa percentile naman, if you can see this, P10 is, ano tawag nito? 10%. So, equivalent yan deciles. Yan. D1, D2, D3. Yung nasa left ng P10 are P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, P7, P8, P9. O yan. So, ang equivalent ng P10 is D1. While dito naman, sa P20, equivalent yan sa decile is D2. So, pareho lang yan, 20%. Okay? So, and so on and so forth. Anyway, nasa module 1 man to, so I don't have to dwell much dito kasi I'm sure alam niyo na to. So, example problems. The first quartile of the ages of 250 fourth-year students is 16 years old. So, first quartile, that is Q1. So, pag sinabing Q1, 25%. So, since the first quartile separates the below 25% of the upper 75% of the values, and Q1 is 16 years old, then we can say that 25% of the students are 16 years old and below. Take note ha, na ang first quartile is yung Q1. So, in other words, kay Q1 man siya, so 25% yung mas maliit pa sa kanya, or since years man to, edad, So, younger sa kanya, kumbaga. So, kung 25% of the students mas younger pa sa kanya or pwede rin pareho ng 16 years old. So, in other words, yung 75% naman, yun yung 16 years old and above. So, that is how we interpret Q1. Okay, so you take a screenshot para may ma-study kayo. Next, number 2. Pa. So these are the possible answers in first quartile. So nasabi ko na to kanina. So you just take a screenshot of this. Are we still there, class? Hello?
Opo, sir.
Okay, good. Pwede ra
Opo, sir.
Pwede ra manguyab class ha. Okay, para at least makabalo ko nga napaday ko. Kay basig kong istorya na wala na lang ako internet. Okay, number 2. In a group of 200 examinees taking 50 item test, the 6th decile of their scores is 27. So 6 decile, that is D6. So ilang percent yung D6? That is 60%. Tama ba? 60%? Okay, good. So 60%, tapos yung score daw is 27. So to interpret and say 60% of ano man to? Examinees, di ba? Scored less than or equal to 27. So kung may 60% na mas maliit pa or pwedeng pareho ng 27, ilang percent naman kaya yung nakascore ng mas malaki pa sa 27? Ilan? Anybody?
40%, sir.
Okay, paano kinuha yung 40%? Hello? Paano kinuha yung 40%? Ilan yung total natin na percentage? 100%. Okay, so 60% pa yung isa. So in other words, 40% naman yung kabila. So kung less than is 60, 40% naman yung greater than. So we say 40% of the examinees scored greater than or equal to 27. Okay, so may question ba tayo dito? So silence means none. Okay, let's proceed. Number 3. Ano? Just a summary lang. So I already discussed this one. So you can take a screenshot na lang. Okay, number 3. Okay, in a group of 200 examinees taking 50 item test, 38 is the 85th percentile. So in other words, kay 85th percentile man siya, so 85%. So kung 85%, meaning yan, 85% of the examinees scored less than or equal to, ano yung score niya? That is 38. So kung may 85% na mas less pa sa kanya, sa 38 or equal sa 38, in other words, there are 15% naman na examinees na nakascore ng mas malaki pa o pwedeng pareho sa 38. Okay, so to sum up, so this would be the possible answer. Pag sinabing possible answer, depending kasi yan sa question na hinahanap sa test. Okay, so take a screenshot, then we can proceed to the next item. Okay, so let's proceed with the next item. Number 4. Rachel's grade in math serves as the median in her class. Okay, by the way, there is a term median. Ano gano'n ibig sabihin ng median? Saan siya makikita? Anybody from this class? Hello? Median. Saan makikita yan?
Tunga.
Sa tunga. Okay, sa tunga. O, diba? Sa tunga. So, median meaning nasa gitna ng data. So, pag sinabing nasa tunga, it could be the 5th decile, pwede rin 50th percentile, pwede rin 2nd quartile because pareho lang yan, nasa 50%. So, 50% yung nasa left, 50% naman yung nasa right. So, to interpret, these are the possible answers. So, 50% of the students got grades lower or equal to, wala man sinabi kung ano yung score ni Rachel. So, equal to Rachel in mathematics na lang. So, kung may 50% na lower, so may 50% din na higher. Okay? Or you can connect both the first and the second statement using the conjunction and. Then, you can make, anong tawag ito sa English? Compound sentence man yata ito, no? Kung dalawang simple sentences is connected by a word or a conjunction. Tama ba? O, diba how'd man mong English, no? It's kanin yung English teacher. Oh. So, I guess kabalo mo ana, compound sentence. Okay, next item. Nakastake na mo siguro screenshot ani? So, sige. Let me count to 5. Take a screenshot.
SM.
Okay, wait lang. Okay, number 5. The 42nd percentile of the weights, yung timbang ng mga students, is 45 kilograms. Question class, pag sinabing 42nd percentile, ilang percent yan? Anybody? Anybody? 42nd percentile. Ilang percent? Obviously, pila?
42.
Okay, 42%. Is that less than or greater than? Hello? Hello? 42nd percentile daw, sabi kanina, is 42%. Is it less than or greater than? Anybody? Hello? Nawala na ko internet. May internet diri pero nawala akong connection. Hello? Okay, goodbye class. Okay, so sige daw. So, the possible answers kasi 42nd percentile man, so less than yung itong term na siya. So 42nd to 42% of the students weigh less than or equal to, pila yung timbang? 45 kilograms. So kung na 42% na less than, so kulang na lang is 58% to make it 100. So yun naman yung greater than or equal to 45 kilograms. So if we're going to connect the yung first sentence sa second sentence, so may use a conjunction while, pwede rin and, no? So yan. So I guess naka-screenshot na siguro. Okay. Sige. Sige, let's have an activity. Okay, so diretso tayo. Yan, sa number 1. Anthony is a secretary in one big company in Metro Manila. His salary is in the 7th decile. Sige daw, isa-isahin natin na. Number 1. 7th decile. Ilang percent yung 7th decile?
70%.
70%. So, sama na 70% diha? Less than or greater than?
Less than.
Less than. Okay, correct. Sige daw. Ato-adang i-reveal. Okay, that's correct. So, since, kuan man ni siya, salary man yata ni siya. So, 70% of the employees sa isang company in Metro Manila have salary as Anthony or less. So, pwedeng pareho ng salary ni Anthony, pwede rin less than sa salary ni Anthony. So, kung may 70% na less than or equal sa salary ni Anthony, so meron ding 30% ng mga employees, okay, have greater than or equal sa salary ni Anthony. Okay, again, sa English kasi pwede ka man gumawa ng sarili mong sentence. Pero that is the same thought din sa itong statement natin. So, ano tawag niyan? Rephrase. O yan, rephrase. Okay? Okay. Number 2. Yan. Mrs. Labonete gave a test to her students in statistics. The students finished their test in 35 minutes. Itong time na daw is yung first quartile of the allotted time. Now, ilang percent yung first quartile? Anybody? Ilang percent yung first quartile?
Less than.
Less than. So these are our interpretation. 25% of the students finish their test in less than or equal to 35 minutes. Pwede yan. So kung may 25% na less than or equal, meron din tayong 75% ng mga students na katapos in greater than or more than or equal to 35 minutes. Okay? So we can connect that, making it a compound sentence. Pwede yan. Okay? Okay, so I hope you are taking a screenshot in every slides natin para may basa sa bahay. Okay, let's proceed to number 3. Out of 25 students, Ami finished 5th place in the Quiz B contest. Walang nakalagay kung decile ba siya, quartile or percentile. Pero sinabi dito, 5th place. So, among the 25, may first, second, third, fifth, fourth, fifth, sixth, hanggang ika-25th. Pero yung rank ni Ami is the 5th place. So, in other words, kung 5th place, nandun siya sa pinakamalayo, no? Kumbaga, if you're going to arrange yung mga students mula sa pinaka-kulelat hanggang sa pinaka-magaling, or from lowest to highest, yung 5th place nandun sa malayo-layo konti. So, dito, paano kinuha yung 80%? At paano kinuha yung 20%? So, dito, para makuha kung ilang percent si Ami, all we need to do is, we divide 5 divided by 25 times 100. So, 5 divided by 25, that is 1/5, so 0.20 times 100, so 20%. So, in other words, kung sa percentile ito, nasa 80, P80, kasi ang nalampasan ni Ami is 80% man ng mga students. So, since 5th place man siya, so may mas magaling pa sa kanya. Kung 80% na natalo ni Ami, meron ding 20% na mas magaling pa kay Ami. So, we have 80% of the students have lost to Ami, while 20% of the students have won to Ami. So, meaning, mas mataas pa ng mga scores. Or, yan, no? So, number 3. Okay. Screenshot. Then, let's proceed to number 4. Given the 80 multiple choice items in the final test in mathematics of grade 10 students, yung 64th percentile daw is 58. Sige daw. Ilang percent yung 64th percentile? Anybody? Ilang percent? Hello? Napa ko internet diri ha? Hello? Hello? Ilang percent yung 64th percentile?
4.
64. Is it less than or greater than? Hello? Hello. So, is it less than or greater than? To interpret, 64% of the students scored less than or equal to 58. So, kung may 64% na mas maliit pa or pareho sa 58, meron ding 36% ng students na mas malaki pa or pareho sa 58. Okay, parang madali naman siguro na lesson to ba? Sa tingin ko, kahit elementary student, kung ma-memorize niya lang less than or greater than, kuha niya to. Okay? So, number 5. Number 4, B. O, sige daw, Enzo's score is the third quartile. Walang nakalagay kung ano yung score ni Enzo. Pero, sabi dito, yung score daw ni Enzo is the third quartile. Ilang percent ang meaning ng third quartile? Hello? 80? No? Lower? Third quartile.
75, sir.
Okay, 75%. Anong ibig sabihin ng third quartile, Mr. Betonio? Kasi sinabi mo 75. Anong ibig sabihin yan? Kirby? No, nakamute na ka, Kirby. Hello?
75%, sir.
Ng ano? Kanino yung 75%? Sa multiple choice ba yan o sa mga students? Hello? Hello?
Students.
Students. So, 75% of the students scored what? Less than or greater than? Hello? Wala ka, oy. Less than lagi always na. 75% of the students scored less than or equal to Enzo. While 25% of the students got scores greater than or equal to Enzo. Okay, so murag minus plus naman ito ginabuhatan ni class. So kung ay 75, sa ito pa 25 ang isa. No, ingana lang man. Okay. O sige, paki-screenshot na lang ni siya. Then, paktisi diya sa balay. Okay? Then, natin pa. Na-screenshot na to, wala pa. Sige daw, paki-screenshot daw. So again, our lesson for tonight is just interpreting the measures of position. Okay, na-screenshot na? Okay, so let's try to look at the solutions. So, paki-screenshot ulit. 19th percentile. So, parang photocopy naman yung ginagawa natin. Ang nag-change lang man yung pangalan, yung situation, yung numbers, no? Playing with numbers. Ang isa 20, the other one is 80, no? Kung i-add mo yan, equals 100. Yan lang. Tapos, less than, greater than. So, yan lang yung lesson talaga natin. Parang elementary lang. So, siguro kulang lang ng reading. Yan lang yun, class. Okay, so number 2, letter B, kung 42 is the 6th decile, this would be the answers. So, paki-screenshot lang. 6 decile means 60%, less than or equal. So, yan lang. So, the other one, minus mo from 100, so 40. 60% less than, the other one is 40% greater than. O yan. Tapos kung may bibigay na number, so yan yung gagamitin natin, less than or equal to yung number. Or kung wala man, pangalan lang, pangalan mo yung susulat. Okay, number 2. Yan. O yan. O fourth decile means 40% less than or equal. O may sinabi man na weight, no, 32.5 kilograms. So, yan yung ilalagay natin after the statement equal to. So, kung may 40% na less than or equal, so meron tayong 60% naman na greater than or equal. Number 3. 30 students who joined the slogan contest and Emily finished third place. Wala nakalagay na score kung ano yung score ni Emily, pero nasa third place daw siya. So dito, this would be the possible solution. So third place man siya, so in other words, ilang percent kaya ng lahat na belong si Emily? So 3 divided by 30, that is 1 over 10. So 1 over 10 is 0.1 times 100, so 10%. So in other words, yung 10% dyan na belong si Emily. So kung nasa 10% siya banda, meaning yan, 90% ng lahat ng students natalo niya. While 10% naman, mas mataas pa ng rank kaysa kay Emily. Yan. Okay, take a screenshot. Number 4. So in a 100 item test, the passing mark is the third quartile. So walang sinabi kung ilan yung score, pero yung passing daw na mark is third quartile. Ilang percent yung third quartile? Sabi ni Bitonio kanina. Ilang percent? Hello? Hello? Pila? Third quartile.
75.
75%. Di ba mo po na sa inyuhan, no? Sa tuwang grading system, ang inyuhang passing mark is 75. So, meaning nasa third quartile. So, kung di ka kabot sa third quartile, you will be marked failed. So, dapat sobra lagi sa 75 and above. Okay, so in a 100 item test, the passing mark is the third quartile. So in other words, 75% of the students got scores less than or equal to the passing mark, while 25% naman greater than or equal to the passing mark. So, yan lang kasimple. Mo ni pinakasayon na lesson sa quarter 4 kasi all about interpretation lang. No need to solve for kung ano yung mga decile, quartile, percentile. Basta interpret lang.